All right. It looks like the recording is going. So we will go ahead and get started. Do have quite a few updates today. So thank you for logging on so that you can stay up to date on all the happenings. Want to remind everyone right out of the chute that it is mission critical that you are reading that Wednesday email that we send out every week. If you are not reading that, I promise you, you are missing information. So please, please, please prioritize reading the Wednesday email. First up, if any of you were planning on attending the human trafficking awareness training scheduled for Tuesday, October 7th from 3:30 to 4:30, it has been canceled until further notice due to the federal government shutdown. So that training will not be happening. Next on my list, I just want to remind everyone that desktop monitoring is happening. All the information about deadlines and the specifics are included in the Wednesday emails. So again, please make sure you are reading those. Let's see, sorry, I'm just trying to go through my list here. In regards to grants, just want to remind everyone that fiscal year 26 Title III EL and fiscal year 26 immigration applications are now available in the GMS, and they are due by Monday, October 6th. So that deadline is right around the corner. So there are applications available now in GMS that are due by October 6th. There is also a reminder that today is also an important deadline. Fiscal year 26 Federal Title II Part A and State Title II Part A subaward applications are due in GMS by Wednesday, October 1st, which is today. So if you haven't done that, go get it done before you go home today. And then those are the two things that I have for grants for you. Next up, want to remind everyone that regarding the KEA, that kindergarten entry screening test that we're using this year, the window closes 45 days after school starts. For some of you, that window may have already closed. For others of you, it's fast approaching. Please ensure you have the data entered per the SPCSA directions, which were included again in the Wednesday email back in July. Let's see. As I think you all know, each October 1st, the Nevada Department of Education takes a snapshot of student enrollment across the state, known as Validation Day or October 1 count. SPCSA schools must ensure Validation Day data are accurate and validated on time, as they are the official data used by NDE, SPCSA, and others for reporting and for certain funding. Tonight, there will be one last sync by NDE from Infinite Campus to the DVSL Validation Day tool. So please ensure data in IC are as accurate as possible. Again, there's going to be one more sync up tonight. Please go through and make sure that data is accurate. That affects everything. It affects your funding. It affects all the things. So it's got to be right. Tomorrow morning, October 2nd, data will be a snapshot as of October 1st and will no longer sync from IC overnight. Schools may perform manual edits in DVSL Validation Day data up until October 21st, as long as changes being made are as of October 1st, right? If someone qualifies for an IEP on October 20th, you don't get to go in and add that. They have to be changes that for some reason were not captured in IC and were in place on October 1. Please review and follow the SPCSA validation guidance in the associated epicenter task due October 21st. And that should help you get that done accurately. Also want to flag for everyone that As a reminder, the annual school improvement plans are required to include measures on school climate, including data from school staff. That's NRS 385A.560 and Senate Bill 81 from the 25 session. This year, the survey for students and staff will be administered at the same time. They're going to open on October 27th. I'm telling you now because we won't meet again before they open, and they will close December 19th. So jot that down. They're going to open up October 27th and they're going to close December 19th. Your school improvement plan is now going to require data from both students and staff. So it's really important that you make sure you get that survey taken within the window. Also want to remind everyone, this is the second time we've done it, but I'm going to keep reminding you, there will not be a separate grant for ESY funding this year. The funding that funding will be reallocated out when we do true ups to that grant. Okay, so if you rely on that funding to pay for ESY, you will need to incorporate that in to the next cycle of your grant application. There's not going to be a separate funding cycle for that, and just want everyone to be able to plan ahead for that. And then last but not least, this is really important. So listen up. We are scheduled to appear before the Interim Finance Committee meeting, or IFC, on October 16th. That meeting is scheduled to start at 9 a.m. Right now, the agenda is not out, but it is scheduled to start at 9 a.m. As of today, they are saying that it is required that every school be present in person in either Las Vegas or Carson City. I am working with them to get them to agree that the schools should be able to appear virtually. They're taking the stance that, as of right now, that the school districts had to appear and present in person. I am taking the stance that I will be there in person to present. Washoe County LEA will be there in person to present, and Carson will be there in person to present. The only reason the schools need to be there is in case a member of the committee has a question about why your school made decisions you made that I cannot answer. I'm working on it. But as of right now, they are expecting every single school to have someone in person at that IFC meeting in either Carson or Las Vegas on October 16th. It begins at 9 a.m. If that changes and I can get them to agree to allow for a virtual option, I will let you know via email. I'm going to let you know via email either way. So you need to be keeping an eye out for an email from me. I was really trying to get them to make a decision before this Wednesday email went out so that we could put it in that, but it didn't happen. They haven't gotten back to me after my little theory about you weren't really presenting, you were just there on standby. So I know that is not what anybody wanted to hear. It is completely not my decision. It is 100% out of my hands. I will keep you posted, but I do just want to prepare you that they probably will only have questions for a handful of schools. I don't think that they will have questions for every school, but right now they want every school there in person. I'm going to say it one more time. Right now, they want every school in person. October 16th, IFC meeting starts at 9 a.m. There's a location in Vegas. There's a location in Carson. I will keep you posted on what their final decision is, but I want you to start kind of making arrangements should you need to appear in person. And again, I'm very sorry. I think it's crazy, but it's not, no one asked me. Turns out they don't care what I think about this. So with that, I will pause and see if there are any questions. Okay.
Melissa, you do have a couple questions in the chat.
Thank you. I just saw that. Kyle, you can use that survey, but it doesn't mean you can use your survey data, but it doesn't mean you don't have to do the state survey. So you have to do that state survey. If you want to do the other 0180 TNTP survey, you can do both and you can include the information from both, but you have to do the state survey as well.
Thank you.
Yeah. And then yes, Chris, or Dr. McBride, October 16th, 9 a.m. Any other questions?
I think there's two more. So the first was, is this for review of the, is this for the review of the Title I plans?
Is what for review of the Title I plans?
I think that was referring to IFC.
No, so IFC is for your teacher raise plan. So your AB 398 workbook that you submitted that said this is how you're going to distribute the money to teachers for and educational support personnel for their raises. That has to be approved by the interim by IFC. You can use your own surveys, but you have to give the state survey as well. It's not optional. The state survey is not optional. Tiffany Curtis, can a district representative attend on behalf of all the schools? So you're saying like one person, it's one person per, thank you, Tiffany. That's actually a very, very good question. And I probably didn't word that very well. So thank you for asking. It's one person per charter holder, which is very different than what I said, one person per school. So if you're Legacy, one person for Legacy. If you're Coral, one person for Coral. If you're Pinecrest, it's one person per Pinecrest. I'll give one more example. If you're Matter, it's one person per Matter. So Tiffany, thank you for asking that. That was a good question. And I want to repeat it again. It's one person must be there to present for each charter holder, not each campus. So one person per charter holder. Cassandra, it is not, it's fine to remind people about that. It's just that I cannot really do so. So if you would like to come off your mic and remind everyone, that would be fine.
Hello, everyone. I just wanted to remind you, I know that everyone may have received the email that I sent out regarding the web announcement 3720. General rate review. I just wanted to remind everyone to please, it is very important to fill out that survey. It should only take a couple of minutes. I think it's only like 6 questions. So if you haven't already done so, please do so. Thank you very much.
Okay, any other questions, or if there's any SPCSA team members who have something that they want to add, now is your chance. Okay, let me just scroll down and make sure.
This is Kyle from Delta.
Hi.
Cassandra, I just searched through my emails and I didn't receive, I've only received one from you and it was on 9/15, but there was no survey attached.
Was it from me or was it from Cassandra?
It was from Cassandra.
Okay, Cassandra will circle back around to that and just double check that the link was included, and if not, Cassandra, that was Kyle from Delta Academy.
Yes, I will forward it back out to you, Kyle. Thank you very much for the update.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Anything else? All right, you guys. Well, thank you. Have a great rest of your week, and we will talk to you soon.